Hello, I'm John Tibbetts. Today I'm talking with Debra Winger of the new MGM United Artists production Cannery Row. Debra, thanks for talking with me today. Now, you star opposite Nick Nolte. Is this something that you've wanted to do for a long time, or did it never enter your head?
I don't want to hurt Nick's feelings. I've really respected Nick's work through the years, but basically there's lots of people that I want to work with, and it's the role that attracted me.
The romance between your character, Susie, and Nick's of Doc, very sweet, romantic approach, kind of different in today's films, isn't it?
Real different, and I think real welcome. I think that it's a movie that I want to see, you know, let alone that I'm in it, and wanted to do the film. I want to see these films done, and I want to see more of the human spirit and the uplifting side of it shown in films.
I think a lot of people may think of John Steinbeck as a man's kind of writer, maybe. But the romance here doesn't come up to that kind of expectation. It's different, isn't it?
Well, there's a bit of, license taken, and John Steinbeck, basically, his women were whores. And he wrote, Susie happened to be one with a heart of gold. But it was brought together by Sweet Thursday, being brought into the role, being brought into the film, and also the fact that David Ward adapted it in such a fine manner that the relationship became the focal point of the film, and the love story took on a filmic quality.
I love the scene where you have your new clothes on. And by golly, your customer, if we call him that.
Client. I like to call it client.
Unless he respects what you're wearing, it's no go. What does that tell us about Susie?
Well, I think that, it's obviously an innocence. She's not a hooker. She's been caught into this realm of events. She's at the end of her rope, and that's the job that's there. She went in and applied for a job as a waitress, if you remember. It's not a restaurant. They don't serve sandwiches. But I like that scene a lot, too. Within her strength and her audacity, really, to attack this guy who backs down, there's an innocence, she really thought she deserved that, and she was really trying to please.
Most of us have gotten to know you first because of Urban Cowboy. Between that role and the role of Susie here, that's two pretty good roles here in succession. However, is that indicative of a lot of roles like this around?
Well, that's the two I chose. I feel like, no, that's not the multitude of scripts, but that's why I'm not working and don't want to work anymore often. I don't think they come along that often, and I want to be around when they do.
Why is that? Does that have anything to do with the scarcity of female scriptwriters, or is it that simple?
No, because I've read some pretty raunchy scripts by females. I feel like it's first of all, it's a kind of a leftover from being thrown all over with women's roles. We had all the housewives and the girls, and then we have the unmarried women and all the independent, and somewhere in the middle is the truth and where love stories come out of.
What is the big problem with an unmarried woman type role? I know that I've heard you object to this before.
Yeah, for me it's, first of all, it's not realistic, and I think it's intimidating to women. There's no woman that's going to have the perfect job, the perfect life, no hassles from a man, be able to be that independent, the same as a man. A man, no one lives that alone. Unless you're playing a strange character. In that case, it's an exception to the rule. If you're doing a love story, you're not going to approach it like that. And I know that's not the reality in my life. I have no desire I am totally independent, but I don't have a desire to live alone. Spend all my time alone. So I think that I like to relate to what I feel is more common, the common part of myself. I don't want to get up on screen and play the eccentric part of myself. I live that,
Now, your character, Susie, in the film, of course, she's drifting probably because of the Depression. What are people drifting from now, do you think?
I think people more than drifting are running, they're running for any relief from what's going on. And that's why they should run right to see the film.
And I couldn't have closed it better myself. Debra Winger, thank you so much for talking with me.
Thank you very much.
I'm John Tibbetts. Thank you.